F1's epic 2024 World Championship is now complete, making this the perfect time for us to zoom in on the highs and lows of every team and driver who raced at the pinnacle of motorsport this year. Alpine experienced all the emotions in 2024, with the French squad going for revolution with its design of the A524.
It's a brand new car from front to back. I think only the steering wheel survived. So, we've really tried to look at every single area of the car to make sure that we leave no stone unturned.
But Alpine regretted the move following a nightmare opening round in Bahrain, where both the cars qualified on the back row of the grid. Technical director Matt Harmon and head of aerodynamics Dirk de Beer tendered their resignations. In June, Esteban Ocon confirmed his exit at the end of 2024, while Flavio Briatore came in as advisor. In July, its interim team boss Bruno Faman was then replaced by Hi-Tech's Oliver Oakes for a racer's ethos. In November, Alpine confirmed it would axe its power unit program with news it had secured Mercedes power units and gearboxes for F1's next era from 2026 through to at least 2030. In terms of performance, Ocon and Pierre Gasly were evenly matched, 11-12 in qualifying and 13-10 in races, though Ocon missed Abu Dhabi for a chance to test with Haas post-season. Reserve Jack Doohan stepped up for the final race in his place for vital mileage ahead of a full campaign alongside Gasly in 2025. 2024 was heaven and hell for Aston Martin. The squad retained fifth in the Constructors' Championship, but fell back in terms of its performance, with the AMR 24 no match for its podium-scoring predecessor from 2023 that heralded such promise. Fernando Alonso's fifth in Saudi Arabia was Aston Martin's best result all year, and the Spaniard wasn't pleased, going as far as calling the Green Team's Challenger the worst car ever in Abu Dhabi FP1. He put the sword to his young teammate Lance Stroll, though, defeating him 19-5 in qualifying and 17-7 in races. Alonso scored 70 points to the Canucks' 24, his lowest haul since 2022. Aston Martin's technical director Dan Fellows took the fall for the results, with the Brit removed from his role in November. But the squad is far from worried, with F1 design guru Adrian Newey set to join the operation in 2025 as its managing technical partner and shareholder, as part of an all-star engineering team.
So when you accomplish something like that, and when you have my track record, quite frankly, and you say, look, we're here to win. We build this, we put the greatest team, we put the greatest facilities, we have the greatest partners in Honda exclusively for us, in Aramco. I mean, what stops us from being the next best? The answer is absolutely nothing.
Mercedes began the year with bombshell news that Lewis Hamilton was off to Ferrari in 2025, and both sides were determined to close out the 12-year partnership with fond memories.
We've gone through a whole heap together, so to finish on a high, it would be the greatest honor to be able to help them get back to the top.
But while the W15 featured innovative design details that stemmed from its predecessor's concept change, the squad remained stuck deep in the midfield until Monaco, where it introduced a new front wing. With the rollout to both cars from Canada bringing podiums, including wins at 3 of the last 4 races to the summer break.
We're really enjoying the racing now, we're enjoying the challenge. It feels like the team has a bit of momentum behind it, and we're hoping that we can carry that into the final bit of the season, continue to develop, and hopefully continue to win some races.
That momentum dried up following the summer break, though, with Merck falling back to the midfield. However, it scored another win in Las Vegas, an historic 1-2 led by George Russell, with hopes it can hit the ground running earlier in 2025, despite a new driver lineup, with highly rated rookie Andrea Kimi Antonelli stepping up.
He's got to learn. He's going to make the odd mistakes. We will see some highlights. We will see some more difficult moments. But it's all part of the development of a young driver, and it feels right to do this in 2025, considering the big rule change in 26. So we just got to keep it cool with Kimi. He's just 18 and see how that comes in.
Red Bull endured one of its toughest ever seasons in 2024, its 20th in F1, despite Max Verstappen securing his 4th straight World Championship in Las Vegas with 2 rounds to go. With the mark falling down to 3rd in the Constructors' Championship, its lowest placing on the prize fund scale since 2019. Verstappen's World Championship winning campaign was built upon his dominant run through the early part of the season. With 7 wins from the first 10 races, though Red Bull's dominance ended from Miami, with Verstappen enduring a 10-race victory drought from Austria to Mexico, before breakthroughs in Brazil and Qatar. In between, the pressure was ever increasing on the Dutchman, with his RB20 no longer the class of the field, and teammate Sergio Perez unable to match his pace and points haul.
It's going to be tight, and Max is going to feel the heat, and he has already got a little bit annoyed about the lack of progress from his car. He's a very demanding driver. He wants the best, and he wants it now, and he's going to get challenges.
The competitive order swung from round to round, with Red Bull's rivals McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes sharing the spoils. And Red Bull will want to get its act together for 2025, with McLaren and Ferrari on the pace at the final round in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.